Obviously, both of them reacting. I just thought it was just so sweet how they are, very strong players, and they at the same time love their.
We all love Danya, but if you end up being correct about that prediction that Hikaru came for a fight today, we'll give you credit for the crystal ball.
Yeah, Hikaru not shutting the game down early, not taking the risk out of this. This is very much high-octane chess in terms of an opening selection here. Magnus is the first to think. He's already been contemplating over the last couple of moves his choices. Danny mentioned the f3 Nimzo. Let's do a quick action replay. We saw d4 from Hikaru. He's been playing that consistently over the last few days. c4 and the Nimzo Indian characterized by this pin, the black bishop on the white knight. And the move f3 is regarded as, maybe alongside a3, the most aggressive, ambitious way of playing this opening as white. White aims to build a big pawn center. Magnus prevents that temporarily, but now the question is asked to black's dark square bishop. And Magnus historically has tried to avoid taking on c3, as far as I know. Often he actually employs the move bishop to e7, including against Hikaru in a very famous victory for Magnus many years ago in classical chess in St. Louis. So bishop e7 is the move I'm expecting, but it's interesting.
Bishop takes c3 is the move I want. I love those lines, and again, we had a lot of discussion about the Nimzo Indian yesterday, so I won't dominate that action again. But just to show the lines really quickly, bishop takes c3, bc3, and black has a number of moves, but c5 is the most theoretically challenging, and you can get a lot of fun in these positions with knight takes d5 here, and the positions can get truly wild very quickly. So whether the players want to go for this really sharp stuff, yeah, e4 is coming, and often black will actually be down a pawn for quite some time and take their time gathering those ugly ducklings of pawns that only a mother could love there on c3 and c5. Black plays for the long-term positional advantages, given that white has all kinds of dysfunction on the queen side. But as you said, David, white has the bishop pair, and the dark square bishop is particularly menacing in this structure with all the potential weaknesses on d6 and e5 and d4. So anyway, this is the sharpest stuff. You already called it. Magnus normally plays bishop e7. He's already had success with that move against Hikaru, so maybe we'll see that, but I don't know. A little Nimzo kid in me hopes for the sharper lines.
David, I was gonna ask you, since you know Magnus very well, you're good friends, and also chess-wise, you have worked quite some time with him and helped him. Adjusting the bishop, he's not obliged to move it. He could still consider, for instance, rook a to c8, and then play bishop d7 later if he wants to repeat. Maybe he will do that. Maybe even if he repeats, he can repeat a move later as well. Can he?
Yeah, quite possibly. Maybe.
More mind games.
More mind games. I mean, and I think Magnus cares about not just the fans and those watching, but every opportunity to play fighting chess is one that he invites, and because he usually wins a lot of those games. That's the thing. It's good to be king, right? It's good to be Magnus. He's like, look, all right, this position is probably fine for me to continue on, but you already called it, David. Getting a draw makes sure that even if he loses Armageddon, he is still the tournament leader after 7 rounds. here at Norway Chess. So you wouldn't begrudge it either way. It is a big question in his mind. I have a feeling we might just be sitting here for a while if we're actually waiting for the handshake. So I'm not sure if we should or if we should back up. By the way, apparently Champion Hikaru is in the confessional booth as we speak. He's there right now, just giving us more action. So getting all that time he can as a journalist on site before he heads to Armageddon potentially.
And we still have Magnus's confessional to play as well,
Yeah, we
and
got
Hikaru
so much
for the
content
third
ahead.
time. Pia
Too much content.
Anna Muzichuk, everyone is visiting the
confessional. Magnus Carlsen, though, I think he'll take the draw. We've also seen early in the tournament, we shouldn't forget, Magnus's Armageddon stats are out of this world. Just incredible. He's the king of Armageddon, so he'll feel confident if he does bail out here and now with a draw. He holds the key. He's keeping us waiting, though. Bishop back to d7. And ultimately, shake of the head. Looking at the score sheet a few moments ago, I think he's going to go for it. I think we'll see our first result.
So the official threefold will be once Bishop d7 is played, it's Hikaru who still needs to go back to b2, right? And then Bishop to e6. Is that the third position?
But given the head shakes, the sort of acknowledgement that neither player is thrilled about it.
Yeah, I was just curious who is going to be the one that claims it, because they can't even offer a draw. This is too early. You cannot offer a draw within the first 30 moves, so they will have to claim the draw.
With these two guys, I wouldn't be surprised if they repeated moves until they got to move 30, rather than one side making the claim. And I'm being,
too proud.
They're proud, and their rivalry is real. I mean, we know it, we see it in every event that these two guys throw down in. Shout out to the Speed Chess Championship just around the corner. That was something we did talk about this morning. I will say that, and getting excited about the live final in Paris, and Magnus is looking forward to that. Assuming he makes the semifinals, it's not a foregone conclusion, but the semifinals and finals will be live in Paris. Will Magnus and Hikaru once again be throwing down in our Speed Chess Championship final? Going to be epic. But all right, these guys are proud. That's my point, and they don't like offering. There is gamesmanship to that. It'll be disappointing for all fans that we don't get more confessional action by these two guys for the rest of the day, but it means we'll get Armageddon before the other games take our attention. So, Norway Chess, the format continues to deliver, has us on the edge of our seats in more ways than one. And, okay, Magnus.
I think he will claim it. He'll say Bishop e6 and it's a draw. He's playing it. No, okay.
I told you. I wasn't. I mean, they might, but they might just not. I mean, I'm telling you, like, these two guys, I wouldn't put it past them. I told you. I told you. They're not. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. All right. I don't even know if that was legal because they didn't make an arbiter claim, but it was legal enough for everyone as far as the spirit of that rule is concerned. For those who don't know, the letter of the rule is you're not allowed to offer a draw here at Norway Chess until 30 moves, which means a claim is the only